Okay, good morning students. As we have to study in the last lecture about the introduction of the velocity. So in this lecture, we have to study about the relative velocity methods and representation of the velocities. We have to study about the relative velocity method with the straight line and with the inclined line. Please. Okay. As we have to study in the last lecture about the displacement, velocity and accelerations. Okay, that it may be represented by using displacement, it may be by S, velocity it may be represented by V, acceleration it may be represented by A. For velocity is equal to, it may be a ds by dt, while for the acceleration it is equal to dv by dt. So after this one we also study about the angular displacement, angular velocities and angular accelerations. Okay, so that equation it may be like this one, that for angular displacement S is equal to small r into theta, angular velocity is it may be represented by omega, that is delta d theta by dt, while angular acceleration it may be represented by small a, that is d omega by dt. Here this r, that is nothing but a length of the arc. Okay, so on the basis of this one also we have to derive two relationship, that relationship in between linear velocity and angular acceleration, angular velocity, sorry. So that for that relationship it may be derived v is equal to r omega. This r it may be represented by like this one. Now another relationship that we have to study in the last lecture, that relationship in between linear accelerations and angular accelerations. From that we have to derive one equation, that A is equal to r into alpha. That alpha is nothing but, that is we can say that alpha that represents the angular acceleration. Here we have to make one mistake, this is not A but it may be represented by using a alpha. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to study in the last lecture. On the basis of this one, that today we have to study about the another thing. First point, that as a note down, it is a very important point. When a body is moving in a circular path, then its velocity is always tangential to a radius. When velocity, not a velocity, but when a body is moving on a circular path, then its velocity is always, that is a very necessary part, that always tangential to the tangential or perpendicular to the radius. Okay, that point you have to remember. This is a very important point. Now we have to study about the another today's topic, that representations of velocities by vector. Okay, representation of velocity by vector. So already we know that velocity is a vector quantity. Vector quantity. So it may have a direction plus value. Clear? So here we have to consider a body that as per the figure, this is considered as a O, position 1, and this is a body at position 2, and this move with the velocity VA. This is a fixed line or data line. Okay, so from this figure consider a body. Okay, that body moves with a velocity VA. Consider a body that moves with a velocity A with reference to some fixed point. That fixed point, that is a O. So it may be represented by using some vector. That vector, it may be like OA. So here we have to draw a vector OA. That vector draw with the convenient scale. Okay, that vector, it may be parallel to a above figure. Okay, so it may be represented by this one. So when we have to consider a velocity at the time it moves from O to A, or we can find out the velocity of A with respect to O, at the time we have to write down VAO. Okay, when we have to find out, or when we can say velocity of A with respect to O, it may be represented by VAO. Somewhere from the another figure, that OA, for example, direction, it may be moved from A to O. So at that time we have to write down VOA. So velocity of O with respect to A, it may be in the negative direction when VAO. Clear? So these are the representation of the velocities. Here it may be say that velocity of A with respect to O, and here VOA is velocity of O with respect to A. Clear? This is the representation of the velocity by vector method. Clear? In that, velocity is a vector quantity that already we have to know, which have direction plus value. Consider the one figure in which one body that move with a velocity, absolute velocity VA, from a reference point or a fixed point O, and to represent this we have to draw a vector OA with a convenient scales which is parallel to this one, which motion is parallel to this one. Okay, so when we have to consider a VAO, at that time it means velocity of A with respect to O. Same way over here, velocity of O with respect to A. This is the representation of the velocity by vector. Now another point, that relative velocity method. So first of all, what do you mean by a relative velocity method? So in relative velocity methods, first of all we have to draw a diagram, or we can say we have to draw configure, we have to draw all mechanism with the help of the data given. That it means mechanism drawn with the help of given data, and the figure drawn is known as configuration diagram. Configuration diagram. Okay, with the help of configuration diagram, velocity diagram is drawn. Which is known as velocity polygon. Okay, see over here. So in the relative velocity method, when we have to use this method, so first of all, what we have to done, we have to draw the mechanism with the help of the given data. So in the data, whatever the value is given, on the basis of that we have to draw all the mechanism. That figure, that is known as the configuration diagram, and with the help of that configuration diagram, a velocity diagram is drawn, which is known as the velocity polygons. So the function of this method, that to find out velocity of different points on different links in the mechanism. Okay, simple that I have to tell you. The function of this relative velocity method, that to find out the velocity of different points on the different links in the mechanism. For example, we have to consider this is a one link which have a 2 point A and B. To find the velocity at point A and at point B, for example, but this is for the understanding purpose. To find out the at the different points and different links, there may be another link, it may be C. This is a one link and this is the second link. Okay, to find out the velocity of A, B, C, so it may be, we can say that at different points on the different links, different points, it means 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. On different links it may be 1 and 2. So to find out the velocity at the different points and different links 1 and 2, this is useful. Okay, so for the relative velocity methods, first we have to find out the relative velocity method for the straight line. Relative velocity of two bodies moving in a straight line. Okay, so here as per the data, there is a two body. Consider this is a body A and consider this is a body B. From the figure, A and B both are moved in a parallel. So velocity of A is greater than velocity of B. This is given as per the figures. So relative velocity of A with respect to B, it may be considered like we can say that it may be drawn like consider one of the fixed point O. This is up to, we have to consider A. Over here someone, that is a B. So relative velocity of A with respect to B, this one, a relative velocity of A with respect to O, a relative velocity of B with respect to O. Starting once again, I have to that relative velocity of A with respect to O, that is a VAO, relative velocity of B with respect to O, that is a BO. Relative velocity of A with respect to B, that is a VAB. Relative velocity of B with respect to A, that it may be VBA. Clear? This thing that you have to remember. So on the basis of that, we can say that relative velocity of VAB, it may be not this one, but VA minus VB. So VA larger one, so minus VB. This is the relative velocity of VB. It may be represented by using a OA minus OB. So this is nothing but it may be represent vector VA, that is a with respect to O, OB, that is a B with respect to O. Okay. So same way for the velocity BA, it may be VB minus VA. So for that it may be write down like VB minus OB minus OA. This is the output that we have to find out by using a relative velocity method for two bodies have a straight line. Okay. Another point. Stop. Now after this one, this is for the relative velocity methods for two bodies which are moving in a straight line. Now we have to consider one body, it move in an inclined direction. For example, body A, it move in a straight line, while body move, it may be drawn move in a inclined directions. Okay. So for that purpose, when we have to find out the velocity with respect to velocity AB, it may be velocity of A with respect to B. So what we have to done? Okay. So it may be A or it is a B. Okay. This is the two bodies that we have to from which we have to find out the velocity of AB, that is the velocity of A with respect to B. So here we have to draw two bodies. Now consider any point, any fixed point O. Okay. Now from consider any fixed point O. From this fixed point, draw a one parallel line of velocity VA which is parallel to a body A. Okay. Now another line that you have to draw parallel to a body, another line that we have to draw parallel to a body B which have velocity of VB. Okay. Now this is the what we have to find out. We have to find out the velocity of A with respect to B. It means VAB or VBA, that we have to find out. Okay. So if you want to find out the VAB first one, then we have to join A with respect to B. B, from B we have to join a A when we have to find out VAB. So it moves in a direction in this way. When we have to find out the VBA, so at the time from A it means move in a lower direction. So it is a VBA. Okay, clear? From this one, once again we have to draw a same thing, that velocity of AB is equal to velocity of A minus velocity of B. And then same thing, that OA, that is the velocity of A, OB, that is the velocity of B, VBA, it means once again VB minus VA, that is a OB minus OA. So from this one, that we can say these two equations, that VAB or VBA, they are same in a VAB or VABA, they are same in magnitude but in a opposite in a nature. So direction it may be a opposite. Clear? They are same in magnitude but direction it may be opposite. This thing that we have to find out by this point. So one another point that you have to remember always, that VAB is equal to velocity of A with respect to B. Okay, here we have to end our sessions. So if you have any query, please ask me. And so if you have any query, please ask me. And okay, if you have any query, please ask me, and read at least once from book. Then we have to, in the next lecture, we have to study the another topics. Okay, so thank you.